Good morning, friends. This is your friendly neighborhood mama bird, also known as MK Wizard, though you may call me Mary. Pardon me if sound a bit off. I have a slight cold, but don't worry, I'll live. I just wanted to keep things brief because I talked about it a bit on my Tumblr media and even made a blog post about it, and I wanted to share it here because I think it's something everyone needs to hear, especially during these times where I feel hate watching and hate culture towards media is at an all-time high, and I think that, well, if we're being frank here, it kind of needs to stop. So this is my case. The whole thing about Hollywood taking medias meant for kids and reimagining them as dark and gritty live actions, sometimes even as horror stories. It's a dance that Hollywood has done before, except they slightly edited the music. Back when I was growing up and when I was a little girl, all the way from the 80s to the early 2000s, they used to do the opposite thing. They used to take adult media that was live action and make cute little animated cartoons for kids. And I have to be honest, a lot of them were pretty bad and very obvious cash grabs, of which they were trying to sell toys or just make money. But in its defense, sometimes they made things that were actually good. And to list a few cartoons that went on to become legends, or at least obscure gems, in my opinion, they are He Man and the Masters of the Universe, G.I. Joe, Transformers, and if you want an example of the two obscure gems, in my opinion, that I talked about before, it's the Godzilla animated cartoon based on the North American film, the first one North America produced, not the newer one. And Beetlejuice, the animated series, was a lot of fun. Like even now in my adult life, when I watch it, it makes me laugh. And even back in the day, they used to do cash grabs with popular movies of which everything and its mother was getting a sequel. Although be a direct to video sequel, especially in Disney, but they did that. So this whole thing about them taking media that's made for one audience and trying to reimagine it for another, or in the opposite stance, or the thing of taking animated movies and making them live action. This is a dance Hollywood has done before. And I'm sure that in my own child's lifetime, when he gets older, they're going to come up with a new form of cash grabbing that's very obvious and it's going to produce a heck of a lot of duds. But much like the phase I grew up with and the one I'm seeing now, we're also seeing a lot of things that actually are kind of good. Like, for example, the sequel of the Beetlejuice movie, Beetlejuice was good. The upcoming Resident Evil movie, like the latest one, not the one that has no Mila Jovovich and is being directed by Zach Regger, who gave us Barbarian and Weapons, that one looks kind of nice. It actually looks like for once that Resident Evil is going to have like a movie or TV show that actually gets Resident Evil right, in my opinion. Of course, it's still too early to tell. I'm just judging by the film, the way it looks, not the actual film itself. I haven't seen it yet, but I actually do want to see it. And the thing is that you can't be so hard on Hollywood. The bridge is not burning down or falling down, like despite what a lot of people think. It's not doomed. It's just going through a phase. Hollywood does this all the time, and yes, it's coming up with a lot of duds, but you know what? Not everything Hollywood is going to make is good, just like not everything every one specific great artist is going to make is good. And that's okay, and we really have to stop being so hard on it. And instead look at things with a more open mind. And if we do come across something that's just an obvious cash grab, just step over it. Don't talk about it, don't bring it up, don't think about it, just walk around it and move on. Because there is a lot of good media out there, and there is a lot of original media out there that's really great. So instead, let's step over the duds and bring our attention to what's good. And also, let's be fair in our judgment. Like, even if something is a sequel or a reimagining that's outrageous, it doesn't mean it's bad. Like, let's be fair, people. Let's be fair, let's be open minded, and most importantly, let's not panic. Hollywood is healing itself. And yes, someday in the future, it is going to make a mistake again, but that's the way things are. Nobody's perfect, including Hollywood itself, but that doesn't mean it's suddenly broken. Like, that's a very extreme way of looking at things. And I think that it's safe to say that over the horizon, we can already see the sun coming up again, of which a new wave of good movies is well on its way. And let's be happy about that. Oh, and not just movies, TV shows too, sorry. As well as some really great video games. In fact, just recently, we got a lot of great video games that are worth playing, like Resident Evil 9 Requiem, which, in my opinion, is a total gem. And the only bad thing I can say about it is the fact that now, with Resident Evil 10 already being in production, it's going to be one heck of a tough act to follow. You have Pragmata, which was absolutely beautiful. And there's even a few indie games that look like they're going to become big hits, like Parasite Mutant, which was inspired by Parasite Eve. And that's what I have to say. Well, advice rather. Let's keep our cool, and let's be happy that Hollywood is healing itself and celebrate it. So, anyway, hope I brightened your day a bit with some of my advice, and I hope that you're having a great day. Stay safe, stay healthy, and if you like my work and support what I do, please subscribe and also visit my link tree on my profile to check out my books. I even have two for sale in the Amazon shop, a novel and a graphic novel, or you can become a Ko-fi member of mine. Every little bit of support helps me out, so thank you in advance. Bye bye, love you all.